The human body is a marvelous creation, and the more we discover about it, the more we recognize the truth of the words of the psalmist. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, Psalm 139, verse 14. So it is no surprise to discover that Paul uses the body as an illustration of each assembly of God's people. So let's read about that from 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 12 to 16. For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Christ. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? Paul introduces the human body with a description that his readers could readily understand. It is one body, but it is not a monolith. It is not a big blob of flesh. It has many different and distinct members. We know that it has approximately 200 bones, 650 muscles, 78 or 79 organs, and enough blood vessels to go around the earth twice. They all belong to the body. All the members of that one body, being many, are one body. Verse 12. It's the same with the church, so also is Christ, also in verse 12. When Paul reminds them of the day of Pentecost, by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, and of the day of their conversion, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit, verse 13. There is a unity in the diversity that is in the body. All those distinct members of the body are not freestanding. They all make one body. They are indeed fully and equally parts of the body. So having emphasized the unity of the body in verses 12 and 13, Paul now turns to the diversity that is in the body. The body is not one member, but many, verse 14. And the point is that it is many different members, not simply many of the same type of member. In the context of this letter, the Corinthians might need to remind themselves that the body is not all miraculous gift. Now, the diversity of the members, of course, could give rise to certain issues because some of the members are very visible and others are rather low-key. Paul goes on to illustrate these problems in three vivid pictures. The first one, which we'll look at today, is in verses 15 and 16. And it warns against a spirit of self-denigration, the idea that my role is of no value. The second picture, which is in verses 17 to 20, warns against the spirit of self-importance, the idea that my role is all important. And the third picture in verses 21 to 24 is the spirit of self-sufficiency, the idea that I don't need any of the other members. So in the first picture, Paul imagines the foot saying, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, verse 15. And the ear saying, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, verse 16. His response is the same in each case. Is it therefore not of the body? In other words, he's saying that that would not make it any less a part of the body, as the English Standard Version puts it. Any part that is in the body is a part of the body. My being part of the body depends not on me being some other part, but being whatever part I am. What we might call a lesser part of the body is no less part of the body. Now, this comes as a challenge to us because there is a danger that a member might, perhaps through jealousy or a false humility, withdraw its services because it has not been given some other role. Every one of us should recognize that we are part of the body for a reason. We have a role to perform that the Lord has fitted us to do. So my question to you and to me is, are we doing our role?